Hi, my name is Ashley Kunz, and I'd like to thank you for stopping by my channel. Today in my video, I'm going to be painting on plexiglass, and this is a project that I've been thinking about for a couple of years, and last year I applied for a grant for it through Lake Region Arts Council and the McKnight Foundation, and I was lucky enough to be awarded a grant to create these pieces. So you're going to see the first piece of the series in this video, and just to give you an idea of what it looks like, I don't have that piece with me right now in my studio, but I'll show you a different one. So these paintings are on plexiglass, as you can see. It's hard to get the whole piece in here, but they're dual-sided. So if you look at it from this direction, it's a different piece from if you look at it from that direction. If you can see that. It's really hard to show in the video, but I think you'll get a better idea when you actually watch the video. So this is not the piece that I'm creating in the video. It's a different one. Let me set this down. But it is the same concept. So I hope you enjoy this video. It is sped up, so it's a hyperlapse, but I narrate throughout the whole thing, so you'll know what's going on. So if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. And if you like this video, please make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day. Okay, so to start this piece of plexiglass, I am starting with metal leaf adhesive, and the brand I'm using is the Mona Lisa Speedball. And I'm just using a regular brush, and I'm brushing it onto the glass. And then I'm taking sheets of gold metal leaf that I purchased on Amazon. I like these sheets because they come with a piece of wax, like wax paper, in between each piece of metal leaf, so that it's easy to pick up the metal leaf without it just floating around, and it's easy to stick it on. So I use the wax paper as like a backing, and then I press the metal leaf onto the adhesive, and I kind of gently rub the back of the wax paper to make sure that it's like fully adhered to my canvas, or in this case, the plexiglass. So that's what I'm doing throughout this whole part. And then I usually give it usually a couple hours for the adhesive to dry. Then I come back in with a rough brush and I just start brushing away all the excess leaf. So that's what I'm doing at this point in the video. And this part is a really messy process. I mean, those little flakes of metal leaf go everywhere. Now I grabbed a Montana brand spray paint, and this one is like a spider web when you spray it. And so I'm just spraying that on different areas of the plexiglass. Then I grabbed some Liquitex acrylic spray paint, and I'm spraying that over a stencil to create some like little dot patterns on the painting. And I use a glove on the hand that I'm holding the stencil down because this stuff is really hard to wash off your skin. You don't want it on your skin. Now I've just mixed up like a light pink paint and just using a brush, and I'm just kind of brushing wherever I feel like I want that pink. I don't really have a plan in mind when I'm doing this part. I just want to lay down the first layer of color. And the whole time I'm keeping in mind that whatever layer I put all of these paints and, you know, the spray paint and all the metal leaf, the back side of it, the first thing I put down is going to show more prominently than everything I put on top of the front. So it's kind of a little tricky. I'm trying to keep some white spaces in there, especially this early on in the painting, so that when you flip it over, it's going to like show through all the different layers. And here I've grabbed a Uniposca paint marker, and I'm just drawing little squiggles all over the surface. And again, really no rhyme or reason for where I'm putting my marks. Just kind of any empty spaces, I'm just filling it in with different colored markers. So that first one I think was like an aqua color, and I believe I grabbed a second one. I might not have the whole clip in here just because I cut out a bunch of stuff, because this video would have been like 4 hours long had I left it all in. So and I apologize for the weird phone vibrating sounds that you're hearing. I'm getting a text message and I didn't turn my phone on silent before I started recording. So now I've just went in with kind of a thicker acrylic paintbrush and grabbed some aqua paint, and I'm just adding to the layers. Now I'm going in with a smaller brush and I'm just adding a little bit of yellow accents. Next, using a palette knife, I'm layering on some blue. So now I'm going in with a palette knife and a really pretty blue color, and I'm trying to use different pressures when I'm putting this blue paint on because I want some areas of the paint to be thicker and some to be thinner. And I just moved my camera away a little bit so you can get a better view. Next, I'm grabbing my golden fluid acrylics and I'm just dripping it down the plexiglass, and then I'm spraying it with water just to make it drip down nicer. And I did that with a blue color, and now I'm going to go in with a white, and I make sure I shake them up really good because those golden fluid acrylics, they really separate in the bottle, so make sure you shake them up. And I sprayed it again with my water so that it drips a little bit better. Now I just took my towel, I did a little bit of cleaning up there. And I'm sorry for that little gap there, but I had to go grab something else to use. Okay, so here I am using a paper towel as a stencil, and I'm using, again, Liquitex acrylic spray paints. And I'm just kind of spray painting on some of this like orangey red color. And using that paper towel works in two different ways. It helps me to outline, you know, like amorphous shape, but also it protects my hands from the spray paint. And then again, I went and grabbed my brush and I'm adding a little bit more yellow onto the plexiglass. Now I took a smaller palette knife and I'm just blending some of my different colors and layers on the plexiglass. So at this point of the video, I decided you probably couldn't see what I was doing very well on camera. So I grabbed a big painting and I shoved it behind the plexiglass so that you had like a white solid surface to look at. I know I should have probably taken off like the wrapping and that paper inset thing, but you get a better idea of what I'm doing anyway. So, and now I'm just going in with another color, adding a few more details. And I've jumped ahead just a little bit because it felt really repetitive, but again, I'm just using like a small brush, creating dots. I'm using a smaller paintbrush, creating other lines, and just kind of adding a little bit of flair to the whole piece. So I just flipped over the piece of glass, and this is side B now. So you can see all the work that I did on the front side shining through. And now I'm just going in and adding some more details, some more layers, and using different tools. Sometimes I'm using a rubber spatula, sometimes I'm using a brush, but you'll be able to see how it all turns out at the end. I think I'm going to end the voiceovers here just because a lot of what I do on this side is the same as what I did on side A. So I'll just play some music from this point on. So we are getting closer to the end of this painting. I'm just adding a few details with some golden fluid acrylics, some more little drips in there. And in a moment, I'm going to show you both side A and side B of the painting. And I'll show you some close-ups of the details too. This is side A and this is side B. And then here's some just different angles, and then I have some close-up shots of the details right here. If you're wondering what any of these details are, I didn't go over every single thing I did in the video just because it got to be too much. But anyways, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe.